Hi, and this is just a quick tutorial on Cad blocks and sample files that you might be able to use within your drawings on our AutoCAD program. Now, there are certain sample drawings available inside, and there are even some groups of blocks that you could use within your drawings, depending on what discipline you really want to do your drawing in. But there's also quite a lot of things you can download from off the internet. So all you really need to do to find out what's actually out there, and you've got to be very careful about what's out there because some you'd have to pay for. There is an awful lot of free stuff about, and I'll show you what you normally need to do. So if I just enter Cad blocks into Google or your favorite browser, and I'm looking down through here, I can see that there's a number of Cad blocks. It says free download. Not always the case, all right? So, for example, there's one there, Cad blocks free download. Let's click it. Okay, well, you want these, you're going to have to pay $6. Some of these you have to pay $12. And so on. So you'll probably find that there are some. They wouldn't be able to say that unless there was some in there. But be very careful because there's some really nice drawings that you might think, well, it's only $6. I'll get that. Um, I'm really looking for the free ones right now. And you can see down here it mentions about free AutoCAD files and things. And you can find them onto the internet on the internet. So I'm looking through here. That one I know is there's a bunch of free ones. That cad-blocks.net. Um, yeah, there's a lot there if you want to go into the realms of just general drafting or doing block plans or floor plans or anything like that. Um, and like external landscaping and stuff, then this might be a good site for you. If you're going to be doing, should we say, staircases. Now, I'm not saying that these things are going to be 3D, but if you're doing like a view on a side wall or whatever, you want to show a staircase in there. Yeah, could you imagine drawing these things, either from the top or from the side? I don't know how many different types of staircases are on there, or I might, but look at that one there. I mean, that one is pretty intricate. It would take me hours, maybe half a day to draw that one properly. And yet you can just download it here and then import it as a drawing because they're normally kept as a drawing file. So yes, there are a number of sites out there you can get free files from. You can see there's drawingfree.com. Let's have a look in there. Yep, these ones are all free, and there's bunches of stuff that you can actually put in there. That is listed as free. Just be careful. And you can see that there's whole collections of various things that you can download. Now, the way that you would download them is you would download, for example, if I were to download something like those stairs we were looking at. If I was to download those, they would come in a zip file, obviously. They normally come zipped, so you'd have to extract them. Um, there we go, right? So there is a CAD blocks for the stairs, for example. Now, once you've extracted them, and let's just have a look. I'm just going to look at that one a little bit. Sorry if that dinged in your ear. Yep, you can see once you've unzipped it, it becomes an AutoCAD drawing. Now, I can just double click that, probably if it's a straight drawing. Yep, I want to open it. And there it is. So you can see they advertise. In fact, it actually comes from cadblocks.net, which is that free one I was talking about. I couldn't remember where I got it from. But look at the detail in some of these. Could you imagine drawing that? It would make your job so much easier. And you can hover over these. You can see they're all unioned at the moment, or they're all joined together like a block would be, or could be if you drop it in. But you can see that this is just a drawing sheet which has been dropped now, so all different types of stairs on here, right? So we can take another drawing, this drawing or another drawing, and drop it in on top of an existing sheet. And we'll do that like we will be inserting a block, which we will get to later. Okay, so you can see that we can download and use lots of different sets of files, if you like, within our current drawing. Let me just go back a little bit. In fact, I'll leave that up and I'll just go to start. If I hit start, I'll go back to my start menu and you can see that's the drawing that I've just downloaded. And that will, yeah, that will come up in my recents now. So I could always go back to that one pretty quickly. The other way that you can actually look at some sample files that might be on the system or some groups like that, those Cad blocks that's on the system, and my subject matter, my subject area that I teach in is predominantly in engineering, but mainly in welding, is I can go into the open file and you can see it would bring up this bunch of stuff. So we're already, if I go into open, we're already in sample. If it doesn't come up with that, you can hit that downward caret and then you can see, look, explore sample drawings or open a sheet set. So let's explore sample drawings. I could look at maybe some mechanical samples there. I don't think these are the actual blank sheets. I will double check. It might have changed in this version. These would normally be like architectural drawings. I could be wrong. Nope, nope, they're drawings. And you can see that there's some architectural examples, and I can open one of those up if I wanted to have a look at it, see the layout, check things out, the way that they've drawn things. Let me just do that. I'm just going to open that. It says you want to open it read-only because it's a read-only file. So yeah, okay, let's have a look. And now we can start look at the way that things are put together on that drawing. I'm just going to close that one down, go back a step. No, it doesn't like me going back a step. So I'm just going to leave that one there. I could close it by the X on the top and just say, nope, I don't want to change it. I could change my other one or just close my other one down with my stairs in. Nope, I don't want to save those changes either. But now, whatever I'm adding is going down into this list. I can go back to that if that's what I want. But if I open sample drawings, and this time I go to ENUS, I could go to some of the others, but ENUS, you can see that I can get to an area where it says Design Center, and that's where I really want to be if I want sets of stuff, or Dynamic Blocks, which has also got sets of stuff, but they are easily stretchable, should we say. You can put them in parametrically. So let me look at Design Center, and voila, look at this. We've got all different types of fasteners. Can you imagine how long it would take you to draw a bolt or a nut or whatever with the details on it? In metric and in US measurement. We've got house designer stuff. We don't need that set of stairs. I've got a better drawing for stairs somewhere else. Heating and ventilation diagrams and, you know, the way you would lay things out. Pipe fittings. So you can actually do your whole pipe fitting layout. And what would interest me is this one. Now, these are my weld symbols. So you can imagine, I can pull them into an existing drawing if I've already started it, and then put all the weld symbols on the drawing. Or, now that I've opened this thing up, if I go to Insert Block, right, so I'm looking at the blocks, I'm looking at the block editor, I want to insert a block, they're there in the drawings. Now that I've opened that drawing up in here, they're there. I can scroll through and pick an individual one out, like that one for a fillet weld with the tail on the right hand side. I can click that, bring it, stick it on my drawing, and drop. Okay. Now, if I add that to, should we say, a leader line, which comes off the object, comes up to, let me just get it to about there. Okay. Then I can enter the text right there. Or if I wanted just to make this a little bit more uniform, I would just move that directly on the end. And I can go up and grab a piece of text, come down here, pick the size of text that I want, enter it in there, 1/4 inch. I got myself a 1/4 inch filler. If I need it to refer to a note, I do the same thing, go back to the text, come down this end, put my text down there, and I can put whatever note, like typical for all parts. So you can see that blocks can be very, very powerful. I'm just going to turn down or close the text editor, and in fact, I'm just going to close down the routing symbols and go back to the start. So there we are. That was just a brief tutorial, just a quick 10-minute one. If you've got any other questions or you'd like to ask me more about blocks, we will be going through creation of blocks and managing of blocks later on. But we've also got these Cad blocks that we can get from places. So have fun, play around with it, and I'll see you in the next lesson.